My name is Rick Baker. I was born in Fountain Valley, California, currently living in Blair, Nebraska, and I'm currently also a cashier at Family Fare. My life before Christ was rough. I was raised Christian at a very young age, going to CBC while it still was. At about 7 years old, I learned how to kind of con my way out of going to church, sleeping in, feeling ill, I learned how to lie my way out of going to church and started taking mindful steps away from God. And through my life, at 10 years old, I moved from Blair to California. At 19, I moved from California to Blair. At 22, I moved from Blair to California. At 25, I moved from California to Blair. Never really having my roots anywhere, and never really having structure, always reaching for something, not knowing what I was reaching for, but knowing that there was something there that I needed, that I was missing. And I mean, looking for answers in all sorts of fleshly pleasures, substances, affairs, just becoming. I was the serpent in the past. I learned how to manipulate, I learned how to con, and I learned how to control situations and hold all that control. So leading up to my salvation moment, I mean, I started going to church, started attending with my mom back in September of 22. And I was at a very low place. I was completely broken. I was facing an eviction. I slept in a bed covered in trash. I had dishes that I hadn't done for roughly 9 months to a year. I was the deepest, darkest place that I've ever been in my entire life. And I mean, I could feel through my life, looking back at it now, like the multiple times that I'd make a choice that was definitely just for myself. And I recognized that like God was there, and he was so hopeful that come on, bud. And I just didn't. I mindfully chose to walk away. As I started going to church, it's probably like late August, early September of 22. I knew right off the bat that it was going to be a moment of full commitment. Like, I have tried so much. I've tried so much just to figure it out, and I haven't tried this yet. So let's give it a shot, and let's really commit to it, and let's really pour into it, and just to see what happens. Like, it seems to work for so many other people. Why not me? And I knew right off the bat, something that I was very standoffish about was the idea of accepting Christ into my heart, because I knew the amount of love that was going to come with that, the amount of understanding, love is the best word right there. The amount of love that would be instantaneously poured in my heart, and it scared me. 25 years walking away from Christ, knowing that absolute flood that I was holding behind that dam was just going to be let in. October 9th, Pastor Andrew gave us the opportunity at the end of service, and I took it. I didn't even recognize that I had put my hand in the air until it was already there, and then the tears that flood hit, and just waves of emotion. And after everything was said and done, my mom was to the right. And naturally, like through prayer, our eyes are closed. My mom was to the right. And as prayer finishes, I'm like cleaning myself off and everything. And I look to my right. My mom is just in tears. And the first thing she says to me is, "Do we need to go see Pastor Andrew in the fireside or the gathering area, what it was?" And yeah, Absolutely. And we embraced for like 2.5 minutes, just bawling our eyes out how amazing it was. And my mom shared with me how she felt it happening. Like she didn't see anything with her eyes, but she felt something to her left shifting hard. And that's as hard as God needs to shift in some people's lives, just to show them that chance is there, to show them that they are loved, to show them that they are forgiven, to show them what God did, giving up his son. And yeah, 2 weeks later, I got baptized, and it's been absolutely incredible. No, if that was the case, I would be far from with God. I would be like decades out of being with God, because my life right now is still a mess. But I know it's going to be okay. I know that God's got my back. I know that all the wrongs that I have written, that I will get an opportunity to write those again, to write those correctly in my new life. And like that flood of love teaches you in that split moment. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to hold on to and fully hold on to and have that mindful surrender 24/7. It is not easy, but those moments of just 100% lack of fear, 100% lack of caring, judgment, like, do what you want, because I'm with God now. Your judgment doesn't matter. His does. So I just want to do right by him, not of this world. Not of this world. If I had to go back and talk to myself before I let Christ in, I'd let myself know how much it's okay. How much I don't have to sit in that darkness, because I'm not alone, even if I think I am. It's because my eyes are closed. My blinders are up, and I'm just seeing what's in front of me and not recognizing that God is literally right here next to me, ready to hold my hand at any moment. And the forgiveness, for sure. The forgiveness, the love. Oh, the love, I can't reiterate it enough, because God is pure, unbridled love. And it's so hard to comprehend for so many people. And it was near impossible for me for 25 years to comprehend. But it's not that hard to accept. You just gotta put your worldly fear aside. And he's ready, arms wide open, 24/7 for you. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, in this world, it's absolute insanity. 24/7, we are pulled in so many different directions and tempted in so many different ways to abide by our sinful nature. And you don't have to accept that. You don't have to sit in that darkness. You don't have to isolate yourself from the feelings, from the love, from the fearlessness, from the power. You don't have to sit where you are, because he's always ready. And he's not having any expectations of you, because he already knows how it's going to go. Which is why he's always ready. And when you're ready, he's set. Let's go. Let's start a new life. And it's not going to be super easy to brush everything off. It's like coming out of this husk and this shell that has just been rotting on you forever. And then when you accept Christ, it's like this inner light starts to like push from the inside out and just tries to break down that husk. And you just got to be okay letting it go. and not turning back and wondering, but my old life, because your new life is so much bigger, so much more impactful. You got another chance. You got another chance at being. You got another chance at seeing the world through this fuzzy, bright light that is always there to see. You just got to open your eyes. That's it.